this looks so dark. Can y'all see me? Yay! Waiting on a few people to jump on here. Hey Jeff, how are you? I hope y'all can hear me. I'm a wave. Jeff, can you hear me? What's going on, folks? Waiting for people to jump on here. This will be a quick, quiet time. All the homies jump on here. KG, Nate, what's going on, y'all? Scooter, hey girl. Hey, Knick-Knack. Just gonna wait a couple more minutes. So, if y'all follow me on Patreon, I do this Quiet Time podcast where I try to find the quiet places in my house. Hey, Nate, what's up? Hey, girl. Where I try to find places in my house because I have a bunch of kids, and I like to talk quietly on my podcast. So you guys are getting a live version of my podcast. And this evening, we've come to celebrate Daydreaming. Hopefully, you've had a chance to read it. If you haven't, please go check it out. It is a digital version of it. You can either buy it from my bookstore or on like a Kindle, Nook, any digital platform that you like to read on. But I just want to get on here, celebrate Daydreaming. This particular book was extremely fun to write. It is a college crush romance book that I went to a predominantly white college, so I envision myself if I went to maybe a mostly black college or if I just had some mostly black classes. Hey, how you doing? Oh, so glad to see you again. Welcome back. But I wrote Daydreaming based on my imagination from when I was in college. Like I'll just be sitting, hey Erin, I'll just be sitting in class just kind of daydreaming about various things. A lot of it was lustful. Some of it was like, educational. That was like maybe 10% of my daydreams in college. But so yeah, if you got daydreaming, I'm on here to answer some questions. Hey girl, hey. I'm on here to answer some questions. I do have a couple questions that people have already emailed me that I can answer. If y'all are just, hey Ivory, if y'all just joining in, this is my live version of my podcast, Quiet Time with DNC. And we're here to celebrate Daydreaming. Hey, Daydreamers. So one of my homegirls on here has already, hey, mommy, what you reading? How are you? 5%, you read 5% of it? Or are you talking about 5% of Daydreaming? About education dreaming. Yeah. So if you just now joined, I'm just talking about kind of my inspiration behind daydreaming. Like in college, school was fine, but it was better when you had like that cute boy in the class, somebody you can keep your eye on, You can kind of just sit there and daydream about what if, you know what I'm saying? And daydreaming is actually a chapter out of my first baby, Untraditional. And that's a collection of short stories. So what I did was to pull out, you said, what were you daydreaming about? Girl, I don't know if I want to put all that out there, but that's what we're here for, ain't it? So I used to daydream just about if I was put in the right scenario with the right guy, what would happen? What would I really do? If I really came out and told him how I really felt, what would he do? So that's kind of where daydreaming started. So this daydreaming, let me put this out there, is a fiction story. It has never happened. Yes, education, 5% of education, daydreaming, definitely. It has never happened, but don't let me stop those who are in college right now. If you want to live out daydreaming and make it real talk, please go ahead and make it real talk. Hey, Mike B. So yeah, I'm here answering questions. One of the questions that I do want to tackle that I actually had to put some real thought behind of is if Daydream became like a show or a movie, who would I want to, sort of like Alicia Keys, you don't know my name. Exactly like Alicia Keys. Ivory Boom Bada. You know, hey, I've been watching you from a while. I don't know how that thing goes. And you come in, you like your coffee with no cream, whatever she says, you know, we get it. Y'all get it. One of the questions I've been asked is what actress and what actor would I use for daydreaming if it was a movie or a show? So my first one, if you follow my social media, actor will be Keith Powers. I just feel like he will fit the role of Dominic very, very well. Like, he's kind of quiet. He's got just enough of a mystery about him. You know, he might drive some hybrid vehicles. You know what I'm saying? You know, he could have went the wrong way, but he's got like that good face where you're just like, but it was probably the wrong way for the right reasons. On the actress part for Ava, I had to think about that a little bit more because I feel like Ava, like she's a goofball in many ways, but she like has some passion behind her and underneath her. So the actress that I would choose to play Ava is Yari. And I feel like we haven't, well, at least I haven't seen a movie yet where Yari kind of comes out of her shell to be a bit more passionate. So I think her and Keith could make some very dope scenes. So I'm going to throw that out in the atmosphere. I know, put someone tag Issa Rae on here. I'm just saying, I think that would be a very, very, very good cast, you know. But another question that I've had, which I don't know if y'all remember those stories, but why did I choose to write this in the format that I chose to write it in? So basically, when you're reading Daydreaming, you're going to get to some chapter breaks that you get to choose what the character does, right? So, you know, Ava has the potential of talking to Dominic, you know, in the bathroom. This is made up because I'm not giving away the story. You're going to have to go buy it to read it. So she has the opportunity to meet Dominic in the bathroom. Does she choose to do it? Or does she choose to run away? Or does she choose to just go text her friend and ask her what to do? So the way the book is made is I really want to immerse you into who Ava is and the choices and really have you tackle what choices you would choose. And it reminds me of when I was young, there were the adventure stories where you get to pick what path you can choose next. Like, do you go through the jungle and fight the demon or do you run like hell to the basement? You know, stuff like that. That was like what I love to do because I love to make my own story, my own path. So, oh, thank you, Erin. I'm glad y'all enjoy it. So when I was making like pick your paths, I was like creating my own like holes. So it actually took me a lot longer to write this story than I thought it would, because every single story that is included in Untraditional has a longer version. I just haven't released them yet. So Daydreaming was already in the bag. I already knew what I wanted to do with it. But when you start writing in that format, it's like you're really trying to figure out, oh, shoot, if she does A and she goes to B, well, what happens to C? Should there be another dude there to catch her? You know, it was fun, though. And I hope y'all really had a good time reading it. Again, welcome everyone who's joining. I'm trying to think of what else. Any other questions? I'm trying to think of one question that I did receive recently was, will there be a part 2 to Daydreaming? That's a hard one, y'all. So I feel like, sure, I could carry out Ava's and Dominic's story further, right? I think it would be better for me if I do a Daydreaming too, to bring up another imaginative couple, somebody else who's kind of stuck. When is my next book dropping? Very good question. So I'm happy to say that Untraditional 2 is very much, I'm wrapping up the first draft. So if everything goes smoothly, hopefully I can get that to y'all by the summertime. Hopefully. Otherwise, there is an Office Extravaganza 2 that may hit the streets before then. Excuse me. Office Extravaganza is another pick your passion type of book. So if you have not read that one yet, Daydreaming is very sweet and romantic. Office Extravaganza is a lot of lust. There is some questionable decisions people make within the office realms. Again, this is all fiction. I don't do this stuff. I haven't seen this stuff anywhere. I'm just saying, like, you should probably read that book too before Office Extravaganza 2 comes out. So yeah, those are Office Extravaganza 2, and then, or I should say the next book, not 2, and then Untraditional 2 are my next books coming out. Yes, Scootable, that Office Extravaganza gets you hot, don't it, baby? Warm. That is a good winter read if y'all need something. It's still winter, right? Yeah, it's winter. I'm so happy y'all joined me on here. Thank you. I do want to take a moment because I'm going to give y'all a quick, like I said, I'm doing Quiet Time live podcast with you all. So I'm literally sitting in the parking lot while my daughter's in gymnastics. This is how the podcast goes. Whenever I can get some quiet time, I do an episode. So I want to make sure before I have to jump off, which won't be any time soon, I still got about 10, 15 more minutes, to thank you all for just your continuous 26 days till spring. Amen to that. Hallelujah. Come on, spring. Come on, spring. Stop playing with my family in Texas. Come on, spring. Anyway, so yeah, before, I probably got about 10, 15 more minutes left before she gets done with practice. But I truly, from the bottom of my heart, want to thank you all. Everyone who reads my books, follows my blog, follows my social, subscribes to Patreon. I just created a new tier in Patreon because I love y'all so much. And I can't wait to get more stories out to y'all. I mean, this is, Daydreaming was my third book. So now I have 4 out. But from the beginning of Untraditional, y'all have just been hanging in there with me. And I cannot tell y'all, I don't have enough words to really show appreciation for the love y'all give me, for real. So, what else we got? Do y'all follow me on TikTok? Because if y'all don't, y'all should. I do some funny stuff on there. Like, it's not just author stuff. It's like human, woman, mother stuff. So if y'all not following me on TikTok, y'all should check me out. Check me out. Hey, check me out. All right, what other questions we got? We got about 10 more minutes. What other questions we got about Daydreaming? So one of the scenes that I love from Daydreaming is, the whole book is based upon them finishing up their senior year of college. Scooter, I need you to you better go on YouTube and get you like a TikTok tutorial. You can knock that out. You better get on that, girl. But my favorite scene from Daydreaming, as they're wrapping up their senior year, they have like this little, this bar scene where, in my mind, I imagine it being packed to the rim, seniors, people doing shots everywhere. They're high-fiving. I went to a predominantly white school, so don't judge me when I say high-five, because people high-fived all the time. It's fun, still high-five sometimes. People are like chanting. They're pretty inebriated. And in the particular scene that I like in Daydreaming, she basically, as she's sitting there drinking, goes into a daydream, and she swears up and down she tells Dominic that she wants him, and he reciprocates that feeling. And then she gets a bit handsy, baby, and she starts understanding situations below the belts, baby, and then she snaps out of it. Like, that was probably one of my favorite scenes to write in this particular book. There's one more, which is towards the beginning. I'm going to answer a question, though. Ivory, yes. How do you order my books? You can actually go to the link in my bio. And so I've set you up to, you can buy books directly from me, or if you have a preference, like you can buy the book on Kindle, you can buy it on Nook, you can buy it on iBooks too. It should be available on all digital platforms. But if you want to buy directly from my bookstore, what I do is I send you a link to a free e-reader that you can download and read all digital books, mine or any other ones you might be interested in. So, yeah, of course, when you buy from the small business owner, we get to see most of the profit. But I do not hate on other platforms, because damn it, that's how we get our word out there. So check it out. If you have any issues, DM me. You know how to get to me. Nina, welcome. Hey, sis. Hey. Thank you for joining. My second favorite scene from Daydreaming is, there's this scene, and I envision like a Beyonce moment she has. It's towards the beginning of the book. I'm not going to give away everything, but she basically goes into this deep daydream while she's sitting in a lecture hall. And she's sitting in a lecture hall, and she sees this opportunity to get with Dominic. And all of a sudden, there's imaginary wind that blows through her. She got this bad outfit. She's really feeling herself. Like, I imagine, like, if I ever had the chance to put this into a movie format or TV format, I know exactly how that scene would look. And that would make, and her hair just blows out of the ponytail, like she just Beyonce that stuff up. You know what I'm saying? Oh, good question, Nikki. What is your favorite story to write? So, my favorite stories to write, and it's funny because I have yet to put it out yet, but it's going to be out there. It's an erotic murder mystery. And I'm working on one right now. I'm taking my time on it. But there has always been some, and it's probably because I'm a horror fanatic too. I know it's weird. A romance writer who likes horror, erotic. I mean, the erotic lustfulness behind, like destruction and murder sometimes. I don't know. Am I sick? Don't judge me. But I really, really like to write stories that have true twists to them. And the story that I've been working on is a love story that comes out of a murder. And it's so passionate because their bond is united on a different front, that it's something that you almost feel like is real. Like, that's probably why I haven't put it out at all. I know passion five is bad. Yes, passion five, passionate fiction at its best. But it's all about like them syncing up in a mental way, where even though death is around them and they've made some horrible decisions, it's been the best decisions for their relationship. And I'm gonna drop that soon. I dropped a snippet of it years ago, and people probably weren't paying attention. I'm cool with that because I went back to the drawing board a little bit and got it back right. But yeah, that's going to be coming out soon too. Yeah. What else we got, y'all? We probably got like 5-7 more minutes. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for joining me. You're my people. Shout out to my brother. I don't see him on here. Gary, he does these minding my black owned business sweatshirt. He got some in colors too. So I got the red, of course, because I'm a Delta. Ooh. But he does them in black, gray. He probably should do it in a blue too. I don't know if he does. But oh, wait a minute. Nina said, will this character be the killer or the lover? You don't know. You don't know, Nina. Like, you're gonna, Like talking about it is making me want to go write about it. And y'all, if I go write about it, that's gonna push these other stories back. But I certainly want to. Hey, Brookie. Hey, Brooke. So I'll say this, Nina. Sometimes love will make you do some dumb shit. And it doesn't always mean like love or love, but love for someone will make you do some dumb shit. So I'll leave it with that. She may be something of something with something. What else, y'all? What else? Y'all got any other questions about daydreaming? Because I love this story. Brooke, I'm not gonna do that to you, Brooke. I'm not gonna do that. Oh, yes. Yes, need to talk that. Lifetime in the making, boo. Yes, talk that. But, man, if y'all haven't read Daydreaming, I hope you do. Just because it'll make you feel good. It'll make you laugh. And then y'all not going to be able to take Keith Powers and Yari out of your head when you read it. And it's going to make sense. It's going to make absolute sense. Yeah, so the next book anniversary I have coming up is Office Extravaganza. That's in April. I know that's a couple months away, but I'm gonna jump back on here again. Yeah, I don't like seeing my face a lot. I barely like hearing my voice. That's why I prefer to write everything out. But I appreciate y'all for dealing with my awkwardness. Hey Ashley. And really yeah, I just continue to follow me on this journey. Who knows what's next, y'all? Like, I really do want to make a book to the Daydreaming. And I can imagine like a couple. Yes, Ivory, there is a book club. Let me send you that link. Catch on. Go to my and you about to be in Atlanta? Come on now. Go to my link and you'll be able to join my book club. Oh, Nina, I love your face. Thank you. It's trying to look good too, you know. Got a little face tint there. Yeah, so I'm thinking about doing a second book to Daydreaming, but it won't be based off of Ava and Dominic. It's gonna be a whole new couple. Yeah, that's just ignorant. Why your truck gotta be that loud? Hey, bro, my brother Chris is on here. So, yeah. So if y'all kind of like this format, I also want to invite y'all to join my podcast. It is only available on Patreon right now for a low fee. That's because I got to keep businesses running. You know what I'm saying? It's hard out here for a small business. It don't go, but y'all get it. So if y'all want to join my podcast, listen to it. I'm going to do more. I'm going to be doing more visual vlogs, I guess you can call them, on there about various topics. Yes, celebrate all of the accomplishments. Yes, so it's all. And so I dropped this tidbit on my podcast, or excerpts of your book. Nikki, tell me more about that. But I'm gonna drop this real quick on here because I got my community on here. And I hope everybody got a community like mine, because y'all keep a sister on her toes and keeping the passion alive. Because if I ain't have y'all to read, just encouragement, like, man, I don't know if I'd be doing all this. You know, this ain't my cup of tea to put my face out here like this and even talk about what I'm about to write or what I'm writing. That ain't me. I prefer to be behind the scenes as much as possible. But I appreciate my community, and y'all are dope as hell. And if I don't know you personally, you need to find a community that can uplift you like mine. Because amen. Amen. I might write about lust, erotica, and all that good stuff, but never, never, never am I not thankful for all the great people God has put in my life. So you missed it, but can you come on here and read your stories? Can I come on here and read my stories? Now you asking me to do a lot. Oh, I'll work on it. I'm telling y'all always keep pushing me. I love it. I will work on that, getting that done. All right, y'all, I think I'm gonna have to jump off. They starting to get in line to pick up kids. It's like a contest. Why is it like it? Okay, let me just ask this. I'm a parent. 3 wonderful daughters. It be pissing me off when parents are like trying to compete to go grab their kids out of gymnastics. Like, we're going through a panorama right now, and we can't all like run in after our kids. Like, that right there is how you get people sick. So just wear your mask, walk in and get your kids. Why don't people want to abide by those rules? I'm gonna be that person. I'm gonna abide. Matter of fact, I'm gonna find my mask now, because I'm gonna abide by these rules. These people ain't about to get these kids sick. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, but y'all, I love y'all. Every one of y'all. I am getting ready to go pick up Miss Brooklyn from her gymnastics class. And I am going to take the challenge of coming on here and reading an excerpt. You know what? I may come back on here maybe tomorrow or Wednesday and read an excerpt from Daydreaming. So be on the lookout for that. Good idea, Nick. Push me to my limits. Why don't you? All right, y'all. I love y'all. I'm getting ready to log off. I'll talk to y'all later. You dope. You passionate. You the bomb, baby. I appreciate y'all. Much love. Bye. I got log off on here.